Hi, this is John, and I'm going to demonstrate how to use the autofill feature in Excel. This is one of my favorite features. It's almost like magic, and if you've never used it, you'll probably think the same the first time you see it, but here are some of the instances in which you can actually use autofill. So what I've got here is a brief spreadsheet set up with some labels across the top, some different ways that I'll show you, and different kinds of data. Now, of course, for numeric data, dates, anything that it sees as a value, of course, Excel right aligns that in the cell. Anything seen as text, it left aligns, as you're seeing in some of these. Let's start with the date. So I've entered a date here of June 15th, and it just went to the default format. I can change that format, of course. This little green box at the bottom of your current selection, this is your fill handle, your autofill handle. And here's how that works. So if I grab that and I get the fine crosshairs when it's ready, click and hold and then drag it. You can go down or you can go to the right. It doesn't matter. You can even go backwards. It'll just go backwards. You can see the little tool or screen tip that shows up to the bottom right of where my cursor is. It's showing me the value that's going to go in that last cell. When I let go, it fills those with dates. Now it works with days too, so not just values but text. It recognizes certain kinds of text. So if I take and use my fill handle on Thursday, it's cycling through the days of the week. Pretty cool, huh? Now if I go to the months, I get the same thing, believe it or not. Actually, I'll show you a different one here. If I put in the 3-character abbreviation for a month and then use my fill handle, it goes with the 3-character abbreviations. Same with the days, by the way. THUFRI, it'll do the same thing. Times, I'll show you that really quickly first. If I use the fill handle there, it'll cycle through whatever unit I've set up. So 10 a.m., it'll go to the next number, 11 a.m. If I put in 10:10, it would go to 11:10. Quarters, it actually recognizes quarters, whether it's the full word and a number or QTR and a 1, as I'm demonstrating here. And watch what happens here. It knows there's 4 quarters, so it cycles through only 4. Now, if you want to fill an area with a certain number, say you've got the same value for a lot of entries that you're doing in a sheet, you can just put it in there once, drag it down, and it fills it. Now, if you wanted to put a sequence, that's a little different. So you have to start with the first 2 numbers at least. And I'm selecting both numbers. You'll see I still have the fill handle at the bottom, even though I've got a selection of 2 cells. And when I grab that and drag it down, it fills it in sequentially. Now, can you mess with that? Sure. Yeah, if I wanted to go up by 3s, I just make my second number difference of 3, and it'll go up by 3s. If I enter a number like 6.28, select both of those, you'll see them go up by the same amount every time. Pretty cool, huh? Alphanumeric. I wanted to leave this blank because I wanted to figure something. Nothing's leaping to mind, so I'm just going to type in try 1 or even try space 1. Now I'm going to use that fill handle, and it recognizes that anything with a number in it with alphabetical characters beforehand, it will advance. And of course, the most powerful use of autofill is with formulas. So if I type in a formula here, such as equals this cell times, let's say, the tax in Saskatchewan is 5% GST, 6% PST, so that's 0.11. That would be the tax on $432. And then if I use my fill handle, it fills in the formulas relatively. So that's autofill. You should definitely learn how to use this, practice it. It will save you a lot of time. Thanks.